They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. And here are the Colts offensive starters.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brissett sets to throw it. Open is Swaim, the tight end. The starting defense for the Titans.
Jurrell Casey doesn't get the attention that he deserves, but he is an absolutely terrific defensive tackle, the best player on just about any team he would play on.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now we get a peek at the Titan offense.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. The throw over the middle, taken in, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 41, Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Mack trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 36, Brissett completes it to Miller. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. We're scoreless after 1. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 35. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run on first down with Singletary. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, Make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job.
And he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
He was a third-round pick, not rounds 1 or 2, but this franchise, they think he can be something with time.
There were a few teams that thought he would go in the first round, late in the first round. He ends up sliding to the third, so a lot of teams think now maybe this group got a steal. They've got a chance to have a really good player here if he can develop.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Fournette on the counter. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Back near his goal line, Brissett under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, You're a little bit into the game now, second quarter, you're losing, you're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
Yeah, they'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here on this drive. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Fournette, a first down carry. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette, very slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen. Bravo. Hey,
2nd and 5. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is good, and it makes it a 9-3 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into.
Hello. Oh, I'm playing a video game. What are you doing? I didn't know. Oh, if you had told me, the impression I got was that you planned on not talking to him. I was just, I mean, yeah, if you were going to talk to him, I was going to kind of get your gauge on how he was, the immediate newness of his new thing is worn off, and maybe, yeah, I don't think so. Uh-huh. Yeah, I did a draft. I left it there. Yes. Yeah, I might cook those at some point.
end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here on... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. 2nd and 9 now. From the left side here, and it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the... possession.
That's another Titans first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
50 Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna need a current update on the current size of the numbers.
Well, Corey Davis and Caleb Bohannon, you can clearly see, based on the columnar distribution here, these are large numbers, fully in the big category.
I'm gonna need the share play to verify.
That's a negative on that. We are broadcasting live on youtube.com/LordAlexander.
And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here.
Oh yeah,
on
you play the
3rd
Colts
and 6.
twice a year, don't you?
Back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually
What do you want for
doing
A.J.
that back in
Brown?
the good old days.
The rush defense stout on first
What?
down. Here's second and 10 from the 20.
You're former wide receiver.
They go right back to Mack. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
I gave one of these teams Derrick Henry. Is that the Colts or is that
the Colts?
What?
Oh.
On third down,
Yeah, I gave him Derrick Henry and then I gave you.
And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Linebacker
nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence. When in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was
young,
man,
I cannot get over the fucking completion percentage that quarterbacks get against me. If the ball is thrown, the receiver catches it 100%.
Completion on first down.
I feel that. I got lucky. I got Raptor ended up breaking 90 overall. Now he was enforcer.
Yeah, he's gonna score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Oh!
Yay!
I guess if he cried about it, I guess if he cried enough.
What you need to do is bitch.
Yep.
But I should. Well, actually, this does affect his
linebackers
completion.
have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them, and they took big advantage of it.
Yeah, the more you complain, it's scientifically proven. The more you complain, the more the game will turn it around. You feel bad. How do you think I beat Hunter all those times?
Oh yeah, we got
You just cry the whole time about everything.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I didn't actually spoil that for you.
That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Complete to Hilton. The completion good for...
Damn it, I need to do some depth charting or whatever. I don't know this team well enough. I know I need to get Culver on the field.
Sheldon Culver? The running back?
Vince Culver, the rookie left outside linebacker.
Oh.
Maybe I really don't.
Oh, Vince.
Maybe
Who was that one outside linebacker you drafted?
That's him.
Oh.
Second down.
He was a bit
That-
of a letdown.
Amazing, yeah.
That
It's
first
okay,
down
the second
completion only netted him
cornerback I
3.
drafted.
Second and 7.
He wasn't that
Top
great.
10.
The new beginning of the end of the beginning of the game.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Oh, wow, you tackle him forward. Brute bat.
I'm gonna guess you're gonna get the
Only
first
get 2
down.
there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Oh, yeah.
Ball up to the 35
Like, you
now
could
as
see
they
I was
come up
justified
on 1st
still.
and 10.
No spoilers.
Here's Brissett. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got a lot.
Hey, say what you want. The Packers are one of the 4 best teams in the league.
One way to look at it. Not an accurate way.
But still, that's the way to look at it. That's how you measure success.
I mean, national championship in college basketball is always the guy that wins that tournament, right?
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I don't particularly hate the Packers. Who are the NFC teams that are left? 49ers.
The Niners and the Packers.
Oh, we're down to just one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So who would you rather see
Fucking hate
win?
San Francisco. So.
Yeah, there you go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively.
Join the light side.
DBs in the game.
One of us.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively.
I'm happy
But instead it just brings up 4th
Kellen
down.
didn't get his scrambling quarterback.
Second half now, and this is an offense that
Who's the
continues
guy
to struggle to
that he
sustain
got
a
better
drive.
with?
Looks like they're just totally out of sync.
He's
Whether they're running
a better
the ball, passing the
passer.
ball like we saw
Well, a
there.
better
I don't know,
passer
the
than-
rhythm seems off. And this is going to hit the goal
He's just a
line
good
and
passer.
continue
He's a
on
good
into the
passer, and
end
he's-
zone for a touchback.
Same with the rookie quarterback Jake drafted.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're
No, I'll
approaching
probably
the last
start by
drive they'd
rookie
like to
a lot.
emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together
He's so
a
good.
sustained drive to get him down the field.
He said that about Kyle Allen.
The only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off
I wasn't
the
even
drive,
saying that about Tyreek
that does them
Jackson,
no
even when I
good
got
to
him
go
back
back and say, well,
factor.
you
I
know, we
didn't
gotta
say
get
it about
going.
it.
Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return
He's saying
with
stuff
more
like that. This guy
after
should
this.
not
This
be.
is the
Yup.
NFL, and it's on EA
Yeah,
Sports.
like, man, for an X Factor, you're real bad.
Singletary again. This will be a short
Leonard Fournette
gain
got
of 3
hurt.
before he's brought down at the
Really?
22.
Where Brandon Pace comes
Oh,
into
good
play
thing
now
they got rid of
because
that
they've
bum.
got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed
Singletary.
they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs.
Alec, for the
Theo
record,
Bagley used to say,
Yes.
don't go prestissimo when
If you
really
start
wanna
beating
go
me, just
hard
beat the
out.
crap
And
out
what
of
she
me.
meant
It's going to
by
be
that
vice
is don't
versa
go too
here.
fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate
There'd be
pace.
no...
I am speechless. I am
Oh,
without
yeah,
speech.
obviously, I got rid of my
And
second
he'll be
backup
stopped here
quarterback.
well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the run.
So now
as
we're
it
back
brings
to-
up the 4th down.
I think it's pretty easy to say this is a ginormous 3rd down opportunity here for the defense. And
Yeah, so now we're back to Rudolph and his white scrambling backup friend
all the
who
right things.
was
Read
taken
your
in the
keys,
same
do
draft
your
as him.
job.
Oh, it
But the
sounds like he
biggest
took a
one,
step back,
you
really,
don't
if
have
you
to do
cared
more.
about winning.
Just do what you
He's
can
like a
do,
Tim
and you can make
Boyle-esque,
this play.
though, so pray for the
No
league.
way. There's no way.
And
He
he
just wanted you to
uncorks
think
a
that when
beauty.
you went to
Best of the
draft.
day. And this ball's going to be down now right
They're
at
best
the
buds.
10-yard line. Good spot. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Mitch Max.
Brissett going for Hilton, and it's
What was his speed?
Picked up out of USC man Adoree Jackson. And he's
not exceptional.
It's a Titans touchdown.
Good, but not exceptional.
Oh!
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by
hey, how much you want for him? They'll give you a 7th rounder for him.
But by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw
take
out
Josh Allen
and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
I gotta repay that, man.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense.
I paid Byron Jones like so much money.
And now the kick is away.
Like there's no
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot you got Byron Jones.
I paid him $18
Wouldn't that be funny if I would have stolen him from under you and paying him less?
You of me to find funny in a really different. Although I love that Jake was freaking out about that like 3 seasons too late.
Yeah. I found out that my son is going to try to get himself vaccinated when he turns 18, and I'm like, how can I stop him? Except the fact that you've raised a son who is more intelligent than you. Oofs, that is large.
Scott Miller, 75 yards. And the Colts are able
Byron Jones is overpaid.
Just like that guy literally was not the guy I was supposed to
just one play, 75
just figured I'd chase him for the money.
It's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Wow.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
John Lynch of the 49ers got Executive of the Year.
Do they have to use
Is that the same guy that
timeouts?
used
What
to
are
be
they
the
going to do to
safety for the
stop you?
Buccaneers?
You're taking charge.
I'm just asking.
I can't believe like Brian Gutekunst didn't get it.
On first down, they stick with Singletary.
The Packers
I think this
GM.
defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
You kidding me? We got Jair, we got we got Gary, we got Darnell Savage, Elton Jenkins. Our draft was fantastic this year. We got
now they need to repeat that effort.
he was and
Whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's going to have to protect
and then we got
football and take his
Rashad,
lumps
and
here at this stage of the game as they stop him
we got
behind the
Zadarius and
line.
Preston Smith,
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up.
Adrian
Trying to
Amos.
do back-to-back plays. All the training that you go through as
What?
a defense.
You
for
can't
these
tell me they were
situations,
bad pickups.
You have to get the ball back.
Zadarius Smith is like the
Everything you
most
go through, holding
overrated.
up the runner, raking it
Overrated.
getting to the
He's
passer, knocking it out of his
Bigly
hands.
overrated.
Whatever
He
it
leads
takes,
the
they have to get
league
ball
in
back.
like
Now can they stand
almost
tall
every
again for a
category
huge
besides straight up
fourth quarter
sacks because
stop?
he's double teamed most plays.
Let's say you mean that thing that he's
Under
mostly
4 to
paid
play
to do.
now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Go, go. Mike 50.
They'll set up to throw. This one caught by Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, box truck. 50. Mike's 50. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Shoot. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on
yeah, then it's like, what did the 49ers executive do? He picked the best player in the draft at number 2 overall. Good for him.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis.
You get the second overall pick, and you know that's how Joey Bosa is going to carry.
Down to the 15 from the 21.
You don't have faith for Quan Alexander, who gets hurt for half
2
the year.
minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
He was hurt for half the year.
He was resting for the playoffs.
Yeah.
An LSU linebacker has money in the bank, always.
Devin White.
Pay me.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
That's opening receiving is a good thing.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh my.
2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Out of his end zone, Brissett, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. He's got it to Hilton. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time.
I know what you're thinking. Yes.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
Yeah, honestly, right? How old is he? He's got to be like 40. He's actually probably like 34 in this league.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Could have made like a full, thoroughly 180
every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Brissett to throw for it on 4th.
What did you get to eat last night? Shrimps camping. IDK how to spell it.
And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Ooh.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Cash in.
Expression about Slim and none. Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time. Looking at week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting
next
the home
game, honestly,
field,
I'll let you play with this defense. I think you'll be for a team that has no defensive lineman. Except, well, Jurrell Casey not terrible. But for a team that's got no defensive lineman, pretty good.
Like they're going to protect it here in this one. Here comes the Indianapolis
like we
offense
either
now as
don't
they
generate
get set to
pressure
take over.
or we
They've lost
blitz
this one.
because
Their
there's
offense
no
has struggled. Do they
coverage
try to put
pressure.
together something here at
Like,
the end just to
we
take
just
into
have to
next
keep
week?
covering.
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
What is Bud Light's full name?
Like this, and
Buddington
Lightfoot. It
Lightfoot.
was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. To throw again on second down. Brissett.
Stay strapped or get clapped. Sun Tzu.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Fighting to result in victory.
This goes to Mack on the check down.
Yes.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
It's okay that I'm kind of irritated they call timeout. Okay.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brissett. And his throw here is incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And that takes us from second to third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And in the air once more, it's Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Ooh.
It's not working.
Who is that?
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter.
Byron Jones, $500,000 interception.
Right. But if he'd have done it before, it'd have been $1 million because that was a big spot. But I already got us the touchdown up and all that. Spot's not nearly as big. Looks the same on the stat sheet though.
Lambo on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Well, Virginia stopped their AR-15 confiscation.
Ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late.
I don't know. You just
one last drive here for 5.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brissett, wide open receiver, complete. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone.
I hope they score a touchdown
on this ball game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory.
You're not
and
the
partner,
welcome
I must say,
and
good
warming
to see
division.
You again. Been too long, and it's good to have football back, isn't
I
it?
thought you would be.
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This
Welcome
is week 1.
to the South.
So you're trying to say
Welcome to the Rice
Fields. Preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I
accidentally got rid of my center. Trading him.